Check, check, check. Is this thing on? Shout out to each and every one of you for jumping on in. And we're back, baby. We're back. Shout out to each and every one of you. Thank you for jumping on in. Let's get the motivation going. Let's get the feeling started. I worked out this morning. I breathed in the fresh air. Woke up at 7:30 a.m. Felt the love. Felt the feeling. Felt the vibe. Was like, you know what? I'm so happy to be alive right now. You know, I looked at this scar when I fell through a glass door right there. You can kind of see it there. And it went right near my main artery. I was gushing blood out my wrist. 99th Street and 3rd Avenue in Manhattan, New York. Ran to Metropolitan Hospital. Saved my life. I'm reminded every single day. First words out of my mouth this morning as I laid on the couch. Thank you, dear Lord, for my legs as I walk to the bathroom. Because there's people that wake up today and they were hit by shrapnel. Something happened to them. One or two of their legs don't work. So when they have to go, most people have to go to the bathroom right when they wake up. It's the first thing we all have to do. Thank you for the 100 likes, by the way. Thank you to the 100 likes. I see 199 people on the live. Can I get the likes up to the watchers? I would greatly appreciate it. You know, people wake up. First thing you got to do is go to the bathroom. I'd say 90%, 99, right? Raise your hand. Raise your hand. Who here went to the bathroom the first thing they did when they woke up? If the first thing you have to do is go to the bathroom when you wake up, right? Definitely. Some people have to get into a wheelchair out of bed. Then they have to get from the wheelchair to the toilet. Then they have to shift off the wheel. By the time they've already got the bathroom, you've already won. So if you've walked to the bathroom today, you've already won. You're already winning. You already got it. You got it, baby. So shout out to each and every one of you. Let's be happy for what we do have. Let's not look at what we don't have. Let's not look at our losses in Luna, US Tether, whatever happened, or UST, right? Let's take deep breaths. Let's realize we're alive. We have a new day to start, and we're ready to go. So shout out to each and every one of you for being here. I hope I motivated you to get going. Let's get into the charts. Let's get into Bitcoin. Let's talk about it right now. I know what everybody's here. They want to see what's happening. And look, this is a rising wedge. Rising wedges break down 68% of the time. Now, I highly believe we would break to the upside because we were oversold in the stochastics. But you have to understand that there's a chance you could take a bit of a dump here. And right now we're dumping. Capitulation. And that's what's happening. You made it to rejection. Rejection. And look, this is a rejection point. I talked about this over and over again. I also talked about the 4-hour rolling over on you. When the 4 over rolls, you need to listen. I don't care how good the 1 hour looks. I don't think I can handle I don't think I can do it. I don't think it's just too hot right now for the suit jacket. I think I'm going to have to can the suit jacket for the summer. It's going to have to do nice, fresh, you know, we're going to have to look nice, but in a fresh new way because it's just too hot. We're going to have to install the AC and get it moving, man. East Jordan, good evening. With all my typing classes still typos. Oh, I love to typo. I typo more than anyone in the world. Hey, life for bearish, regular divergence on Bitcoin in the 1 hour and the 15-minute. Let's take a look at the 1 hour. Yeah, I do see what you're saying here because you have swing up to swing up. But you have swing down to swing down here on the RSI bearish divergence. And we drop to the downside. Perfectly called, my man. Bearish divvy right there. And a rising wedge that breaks down 68% of the time. I got caught off guard because I believe 90% of the time when the 15-minute and the 1 minute are low, we do get a bounce to the upside. However, look, the 7-minute may have been the culprit. The 7-minute double top there gave you the M pattern and then made the measured move of the M. I am sweltering at this point. Jacket must come off. Can't do it even though I look nice. I bet my armpits are going to be soaking wet. I can't do it, everybody. I'm starting to profusely sweat like a rabid dog over here. Actually, dogs don't really sweat too bad, do they? But anyway, that was just too hard for me. Had to take the jacket off. Shout out to each and every one of you. So, I believe we could get this scalp. Look, 68% chance we're going to break up, but we did not. I'm not always perfect. I'm not always right. I'm actually a little surprised because I believe we would at least get the pop and then we'd come back to the downside. However, there was bearish divergence. There was some aspects to believe in. Again, anything is possible. You never know for sure what is going to happen. And remember, if you're in my trading group and I post a bunch of setups, Bitcoin can ruin every setup at any single moment. Bitcoin dumps. It's going to take everything to the downside. Here's our next support zone, though, which is pretty nice, which we're bouncing at right now. Looking for a bounce here, right? If we break that, here's our next area to look for is 29,878. I worked this morning on a bunch of different things that I was looking at. Once the 4 hour resets, we will bounce. Yep, 259 lifers watching from around the world. Just one click each will help others find the lifer community and change lives. Thank you for the 148 lifer likes, fam. Yep. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Need to decouple from the stock market, otherwise not good for the next few months. Dogs do not sweat. Normally they pant to release heat. Yeah, I know. I said that. I just said that, man. You're late on me. They pant to release heat out of their mouths. They might sweat a little bit, though. I think you see, let's see, I don't know. See, I'm willing to believe I don't know. I know they pant out their, most of the heat comes out of their mouth. That's why they pant so much. Dogs do have a type of sweat gland called marrocinal glands, which are located in the dog paws. Dogs do sweat. They sweat through their paws. So there you go. So you just said dogs do not sweat. You made a bad statement. You lied. So that's why you don't want to say stuff. I'm always, you know what? I used to work at a company, right? And I used to say, no, that's not right. I did this. And one guy took me aside one day and he's like, listen, man, I hear you a lot of times saying, I did this for sure. I guarantee. He's like, it's going to get you caught up in the workplace. He's like, one day you're going to say, I swear I did it just like that. And like someone's going to point it out. He's like, say, I believe I did it this way, but there's a chance I could be wrong. He's like, always give yourself an out, man. He's like, always give yourself an out. He's like, that's going to be the smart thing to do. And, you know, I didn't do it the first couple months, but then I started catching myself. I was like, yes, I put that over there. I was like, or I said, you know, no, definitely that's the number of the camera. It's an F166. But I would say, but you know what? Let's double check. There's a chance I may be wrong, you know? And you know how many times that may be, and 90% of the time I was right, but there's a chance I may be wrong would just get me out of that, you know? So, you know, it's a mature thing to do to not claim to be right all the time, you know? So rising wedges do break down 68% of the time, and that's what happened here to the downside, right? And there you have it. And, you know, another thing is they caught a lot of people off guard. However, is this a V-shaped recovery? I mean, I'm oversold on the 15-minute and the 1 hour. Whenever this happens, we do get a push to the back upside. Do we get a V-shaped recovery? Or do we try to at least bearishly retest our way back into this pattern? So we're looking for a bearish retest, and then the dump will occur. So that would be a big short there. If we try to get back inside this rising wedge, we break to the downside. If you're in my trading group, I've been reminding you of the rising wedge over and over again. I thought it would break down there. Couldn't believe we got the extra pump we did, but they faked us out. They painted a beautiful bull pennant. That was a bull pennant. It was not, it was a little structured. Kind of an M pattern actually on the 30-minute. Look at that. Kind of an M pattern. If I was a little more focused this morning, an M pattern. Hard on myself today. I think I could have done better. I could have seen that M, you know. However, look, this was a similar M. It broke to the upside. To me, I saw some similar ideas to what we were seeing. Okay, I believe we were going to pump up here and then get rejected. However, I didn't know what was going to happen. You always say you do not know which way price is going to go. You don't know which way price is going to go. That way, you're ready for anything, okay? So right now, we're oversold. I'm expecting a bounce back to the upside. I really am. There it is right there. Look at that. It's bouncing back to the upside. I mean, the bounce all the way from the wick at 29.9 back to 30,200, okay? And we're at support right now. I mean, when you're oversold in the 1 hour, the 15, 7-minute time frame, 5-minute time frame, I'm expecting a bounce. It just is what it is. So what do I see here? We got to try to get back inside the pattern. That's what needs to happen. So let me delete these. We don't really need to see these right now. And again, as our man pointed out, there was bearish divergence here on the 1 hour time frame. RSI was pointing to the downside, but the price action was pointing to the upside. 1, 2, eventually you're going to have a move to the downside. Also, rising wedges break down. Again, I've said it 100 times, but if you're new to the channel and you don't know what a rising wedge is, now you do. It's when price action is getting up and getting tighter into a channel, broke to the downside. HNS back to the 30 was drawn over here. I'm wrong most of the time, but there's always a 68% chance that it could break to the upside. Bounce at the level to watch, 29.95. Yeah, gather around the flaming trash can beneath the crypto overpass. It's story time. Exactly. Shout out to the Alchemist. They are mouth breathers. What is that? You're funny, man. It's their paws. Yeah, exactly. Dogs sweat out their paws. See? So if you said dogs do not sweat, completely wrong. Completely false statement, right? And so you got caught making a false statement live. You don't want to do that, you know? Just because, like, you want to be known as a stand-up. Shout out to everybody here on the live. 339 people on the live, 174 likes. Can we get the likes up to the watchers? I would greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much. Helps the channel greatly. So we want to look at total. We want to look at the total market cap for all of crypto. And we had it in this symmetrical triangle yesterday, and we suggested it could go up or down, right? Measured move to the upside, all the way here to $1.5 trillion. Measured move to the downside, all the way down here at $1.1 trillion. So far we spoke, we did break to the upside. However, and look, we're up 3.33%. Amazing, right? I love that. This morning. However, the bearish divergence did kick in. It's everywhere. It's all over the charts. Swing down to swing down on the RSI. Swing up to swing up on the price action. and you're at a resistance point. I mean, to me, unless you get back above this 1.33 trillion, to me, it's funny, it's the 33, but you don't get it back. You don't get above 1.33 trillion. More downside is coming. I've been looking at the daily. The daily's very oversold. I have seen extravagant, crazy things come out of this, but I mean, I can say this is a trend line, and we did break it though. We did break that trend line so far to the upside for total. Okay. But again, we got to break 1.33 trillion to be even considered somewhat seriously, and the daily's very overbought. So, however, the bigger time frames, the 3-day, the 5-day, and the weekly are all very oversold, and they're suggesting a massive pump back to the upside. So, very interesting. I'm kind of conflicted on this idea because I see bigger, so what I do is I look at the daily, and I just take the daily the way the daily's supposed to be. Whenever I'm conflicted, like a big time frame says we're going to boom, but a smaller time frame says, oh no, what do? I step back at that point. And I look at the market and I say, okay, I'm going to take the smaller time frames because it's the smaller time frames that are going to tell you what's going to happen. Okay? Simple as that. Like, for instance, if the 1 hour gets rejected, like the 1 hour just now, if the 1 hour boomed past 1.29, then you'd be like, okay, there's a chance we could start moving and we're not as bearish as I thought. But if the 1 hour gets rejected here, starts to roll over, then you're like, my bearish ideas are really coming into play. And this may be, for instance, we could be seeing this. However, I don't pick that because you touch more angles here when you do it this way. You see, like, you touch more channels. Even right here, you touch the channel. I feel like we broke out from here. Then we flagged at the top, did a few retests, and broke to the upside. Okay. So levels to watch for the market cap. All right. Big boy levels. Right here is our line. I want to break this line. $1.25 trillion. Right. Nicely there. We could come there for a bounce. Look for a bounce there. We break that. Look for 1.21, 1.7, and then sad to say my level like that, we cannot break our last level, which is our low here, $1.1 trillion. We did bounce from that bottom, and so far the market has recovered. But is this a false recovery, or do we actually bottom? And that's what we try to find out every single day here on the channel. Some days I'm even more on point than others. It depends. 60% of the time I'm right all the time. Exactly. 98% of statistics are made up on the spot. 2 calls made last night. Big picture. 2 weeks says we're in a golden pocket bouncing off the 200-day. MA, USDT wants the pump, and that causes Bitcoin to dump. You said we were conflicting. Yep. Bitcoin dominance will grow because many clown coins will die. Good morning and blessings. That's a good point of what you said about the clown coins dying and dominance moving to the upside. So a little more downside on total. You see that? Total's not done dumping yet. Local levels to watch here. We're going to stare at this area. Like to see a nice bounce off $1.28 trillion. Total is the entire market cap of all of cryptocurrency. Then we look at total 3 already. I was up this morning getting this ready for everybody. And total 3, I mean, I got this upper trend line that's we're battling. I got another diagonal support that you could kind of slide in here like this. Resistance, we broke above, resistance. And that's but that's a descending triangle we did break up from. But to me, they're both descending triangles. Measured move for the total market cap of all of the altcoins is $2.38 trillion. So this must hold this level where we're at right now. Bounce. I mean, amazing that we got the bounce at $432 billion, but we're sitting at $459 billion. I mean, pretty sad. And to me, that's a bear flag. You flip that upside down, I would play that bullishly. I'm not guaranteeing that we're going to the downside. I don't know where we're going to go. I don't claim to know where we're going to go. Not yet. I just joined the Discord the other day. Looking to get in the other next couple of days. Calder Runster, that's good to know. Thank you. Awesome. Shout out to all the moderators here. DJ Porter Rock, Calder Runster, Love Learning, Anku Kutsi Butsu, and everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate you all. East Jordan, Philippe, Grace Protocol, and all my awesome moderators that show up every single day. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Celtics game tonight. Can the Celtics come back against the Heat and take it in Game 4? Only time will tell, friends. Only time will tell. If it's anything, it's been a ping-pong series. Back and forth. Let's take a look at U.S. Tether dominance. Suggested that this may break to the upside on the 1 hour time frame. It did push. Not pushing as high as it can. Getting rejected, which is a good sign. And look, just like Bitcoin had bearish divergence, this had bullish divergence. So if you see bullish divergence on the bottom of U.S. Tether dominance, highly likely you see bearish divergence on Bitcoin. Look, this is the actual opposite of Bitcoin. This is the rising wedge that Bitcoin just broke down from. Interesting, right? The juxtaposition of the assets so you can get a view of the markets. That's what we do here every day. So this idea on the 4 hour suggests that we're going to pump on U.S. Tether dominance and to look out for Bitcoin, that Bitcoin's going to dump. Now, there's always mixed signals and emotions come into play, and no one knows what's going on. But if you look back in time and you just played the stochastics, you would have been right most of the time. Problem is, people use the stochastics sometimes, then emotions, then stochastics, then emotions. They go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. They just have trouble trying to maintain, okay? This is a very hard time to trade, everybody. If you're not really putting in a lot of effort, it's going to chew you through your portfolio. 387 people on the live, 190 likes. Can we get the likes up to the watchers? Don't make me ask again, please. I can't stand asking. I don't like doing it. It's not my thing to be like, can I get a like? It's just not my thing. But I have watched a stream before and forgot to hit the like button. I've done it. So please, if you can, hit that like button. Everybody, we got the lemons here. Beautiful lemons every single morning. This is the freshest lemon. I just opened it up. Put the lemon into the water. Don't be shy now. Put the lemon into the water. You can do it. Everything's going to be okay. Decalcify the pineal gland. Create your own reality. I started drinking lemon water, decalcified the pineal gland, realized I didn't have to live in other people's realities that they were trying to force down my throat. Created my own reality, created my own logo, started a YouTube channel. Now I live in my own dreams. No, literally, I was at a desk one day. I dreamed that I could be a YouTuber, streaming, doing my thing, and here I am. So, hey, if you're living in your dreams, you're doing what you want to do with your life. It's nothing's going to be easy. It's still going to be a hard life. You're going to go up and down. You know, your kids are going to fall down, your wife, everything's going to go up, the car, they're going to break down, the hot water heater. It's all going to happen at once. But at the end of the day, if you're ready and stable, if you worked out like I worked out this morning, I meditated, I got my lemon water, I'm here, I'm hydrating myself. Hydrate every single day. Stay away from drugs and alcohol. Keep yourself clean and sober. I'm telling you right now. God has your back. I got your back. And we can get to the greatest places on earth. Shout out to each and every one of you for being here. Thank you to 400 people on the live. And let's chug this water. Let's get hydrated. I can't wait to chug this lemon water. It's going to taste so absolutely amazing. Sacred. Water is sacred. Water is here. If you're listening on a podcast right now, I did just drink some water. If you like some gulp sounds, let us know. We'll put some gulp sounds in on the next podcast. And I just drank some honey. Shout out to the Be Well Company out of Pembroke, Mass. I drink honey every morning, every night before I go to bed. Shout out to the beautiful people. Be well. Have honey every single day. Be well. So now this could be a descending triangle in a way. I'll give it to you. The chance this breaks to the downside. Anything is possible. Stokes they're not 1,000% right every single time. They're not. They're very, very accurate, but they're not 100%. We could break to the downside. Anything is possible, right? 1 hour could come up here and we could get rejected by this line and we could roll over. That'd be beautiful for Bitcoin, okay? However, the 4 hour does suggest we're going to get somewhat of a pump here for U.S. tether dominance, so we have to be wary of that. Look at the dollar dumping to the downside. We talked about this many times. I said the dollar finally hit that resistance. I'm about to say, where's my 4? Yeah. And look, I've been showing you guys this for a long time. This is resistance from 1989. Look at this. 1989 resistance. I mean, if you want the history of the markets, come here every single day. We're going to break it down for you all the time. I suggested there was no way we could get above this. We would have to get somewhat of resistance. We got through, we broke out, we came back down, got rejected. The 2-week chart is finally rolling over for this area here. We're getting the bearish cross on the 2-week, suggesting the dollar is starting its descent to the downside. That would make me want to load up on Bitcoin. The last time you did this, if you loaded up on Bitcoin, you would have been amazingly right, and you would have blasted to the upside. Would have been an amazing move. Up here too, 2-week chart was high. Here's a place where the 2-week chart was high, and it kind of oscillated sideways. Interesting. But for the most part, when the 2-week was high, we got dumpage. I'm looking for dumpage right now on the 2-week chart for the dollar index. That's a really, really good sign for Bitcoin. So yes, we may have the daily. The daily may want to pump. So fine. It's going to give us one last shot to the ribs and then dwindle off to the downside. So one last shot for the daily. Look for Bitcoin to struggle for the week, because if this pumps, that's like 4 or 5 days of pain. I mean, last time it pumped right here, it was more than 4 or 5 days. We pumped from March 29th all the way up here. Remember? April was not a fun month. Remember? April was not the best month for Bitcoin, was it? No, it was not. Shout out to each and every one of you. 223 likes. It's just not going to cut it. We got 200 people that do not want to hit that like button. I don't know if you guys like watching me ask. I do not like asking, but I'm just on point. I'm trying to maintain the stream. Please hit that like button if you can. It shoots us to the moon. You know what? People learn on this stream. If you hit the like button, you let people understand what the dollar index is. Some people have no idea. They don't know how to juxtapose it against Bitcoin. They don't know how to use these assets to figure out where the price action may going. So do the right thing. Help someone else find something that you know. Hit that like button. I know you want to keep me all to yourselves. secretly, most of you don't want to hit the like button because you're like, if more people know about the lifer, then, right, I won't have an edge because then, you know. So I need to keep the lifer all to myself. I can't let anybody know about the lifer. I get it. I get it. You want to keep me wrapped up in a little bundle like a little Jesus baby. I get it. I get it. But you got to let me live. You got to let the world know about me. So let me free. Let me out. Hit that like button. Shout out to each and every one of you. Thank you for being here. Let's take a look at Bitcoin dominance. We talked about Bitcoin dominance wanting to pump on the 1 hour, right? But it did roll over. Look. And then we even showed this idea that we could hit this and then roll to the downside, get a relief rally for the altcoins. Bitcoin dominance could come to the downside. However, I think it's kind of a drag through on the whole market, not just Bitcoin dominance. We talked about the Dow Jones pumping. Why do we say the Dow Jones was going to pump? Because we were low on the 1 hour, and the 1 hour is going to push. But look, we're getting overbought here. I mean, there's a chance the Dow closes the day down. I mean, we're getting rejected, and we're oversold at resistance. However, it was a nice W to the upside. We talked about this. We were oversold. Whenever you get down here on the stochastics, it's likely you're going to get a bounce to the upside. It's likely you're going to get a bounce to the upside. The Dow Jones did get that bounce, however, oversold. But look, 4 hour wants to make a huge move, and the 4 hours just getting started. This suggests that you will break out of this falling wedge to the upside. I know I got some messy moves here, but that's the 4 hour. Let me get rid of all that. But that made its way, and then we had this falling wedge that was a 68% chance we were going to break through the upside. So while the whole world was screaming and crying, we got really calm, and we said, guys, it's likely. We called this falling wedge, we called this rising wedge breakdown, and then it was likely we're going to get a bit of a double bottom push back to the upside, right? Take a look at that daily. Daily's even ready to make a move. So the daily's oversold. It's a really good sign for the Dow. You're going to make a move back at least to the top of the channel here at 34,000. So look for the Dow to recover. That's good for Bitcoin. And look for the dollar to dump. I mean, it's actually a pretty good sign. You look at the 2 week on the Dow, and the Dow's oversold. I mean, anyone who doesn't realize this is time to load up, this is where you want to start stacking. It takes 6-7 weeks for these to kind of begin to come out into fruition. So it takes a long time for this to flow out. But I'm telling you right now that if you, again, I'm not a financial advisor, and I can't tell you what to do. I can just show you, look, and I have these circled. But if you get in here on the low 2 week, huge pump, low 2 week, this is when smart money would be accumulating on the 2 week chart on the low. I couldn't get, and honestly, we could have a black swan and anything could happen. That's why I always keep some dry powder on the sidelines just in case. Total market cap for all of cryptocurrency. We've gone over this many, many times. We look at it here on the daily time frame. The daily did break out too as well. This one broke out even a little better than the alts, the entire market cap, because Bitcoin had a little bit of a move, which took the cake. So look, and this even had a nicer trend line. You see that? That was a bilateral triangle. Measured move was 1.145 or back to 1.1 trillion. We broke out, but we're getting rejected by $1.28 trillion. We kind of went over this, but I just want to double check it here. See it again. We're getting lower, but we did get the bounce. I want to see if we broke back into the pattern for Bitcoin. Let's jump back in to bitty Bitcoin. All right. But look, we just went over the dollar index, U.S. tether dominance, Bitcoin dominance. Okay. The Dow Jones total 3 really gives you a whole picture of the world markets and kind of really where we stand inside of those markets. So you can kind of get a feel of whether an altcoin trade is going to go well or not based on where we're at. All right. Then we have the smaller time frame so we can look at local support and resistance. So we got it all covered for you here on the channel. Heck, we'll rip out the 1 minute if we can and call an inverted head and shoulder bottom and get you moving where you need to be. Shout out to everybody. So we got the bounce. I suggested we would get a bounce. Why did I suggest we were going to get a bounce? Why was I so confident that we were going to get a bounce? Like, how did I just say, yeah, we're going to get a bounce, and we bounced that easily? How? Because stochastics RSI are beautiful. And you got oversold here on the 7 minute. When the 7 minute gets this low, you're going to get a bit of a bounce. Back test this. 7 minute, we dump. How did this dump stop? The 7 minute got low on the stochastics RSI. Bang, move to the upside, right? Now I'm going to go to a blank chart. I'm going to try to find out what's happening together here. And I love doing this. So together, we're going to look at a blank chart like Coinbase USD. And we're going to have some fun. We're going to take a look at what's happening here. And we're going to break it down. I'm going to delete all my old work. And you're going to see kind of how I mastermind what's happening. We do have heavy resistance for the daily at 30,670. We don't get above that. You can kiss any recovery goodbye. Overbought on the daily, there's a chance we dump all the way to the downside. I've been talking about this real quick, really saying like this has been our pattern. Technically, kind of are breaking out of it. Technically, interesting. Very interesting. Okay. So when we look at this, very strange structure. If I had to place it, symmetrical triangle, right? Breaks out 50, 50% of the time, breaks down 50% of the time. Symmetrical triangle, either way, right? 50-50 shot. Measured move is the length of the base of the triangle. This is very basic TA. You know, sometimes the TA can be that, like, just that cut and dry, kind of just like light. Stochastics say that we're going to break down. All right. Last time the stochastics got this high, we had a nasty breakdown right here. Down, done, done, done. So stochastics do say we have a major chance of breaking to the downside. Okay. All right. So we're going to look at this here. Now we're going to take a look at the 4 hour. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Bitcoin just took a bit of a move. We're just taking a look at what we see here. And so, yeah, when I like this here. Top of the, in that, we made it to the top of the channel. See that? This makes more sense to me. That's clean. And we're about to dump. I mean, and we began the dump already. They'll play around in this area, but the 4 hour suggests you're rolling over. And I mean, I take it pretty simple. And again, I keep saying that we're at this bar of resistance. So when I redraw my patterns nice and clean, because I know I have a lot of beginners here, and I'm kind of like a mad scientist with the lines. And so sometimes I have to take a step back and like just, you know, just make it nice and clean for everybody so they can see what's happening. You know, shout out to everybody here. 463 people, everybody. We hit the like button in this group. 287 likes. I just don't even believe that. I'm going to refresh that. I just don't believe that. I believe we have 500 likes here. We had 600 likes yesterday. Hit that like button, everybody. It really helps people learn, helps the channel grow. Thank you so much. Really, really appreciate it. You know, I've watched a channel in my defense in my life, and I forgot to hit the like. Like, I was watching someone, and I hit the like all the time, and I sat there, and I'm just sitting there, and they say, hit the like, and I'm like, oh my God, I forgot to hit the like. So it's happened to me. Like, I've been watching someone I really love, so it can happen. I don't send super chats to people who have more Bitcoin than most people in here. Who wants to get paid for helping people? I told people to buy Bitcoin at $7 for free. Honestly, you know how many free calls I give every single day on the channel? I give my analysis for Bitcoin free every day. You could use that to make money. So I ask for super chats because it's my job, dude. I'm here every single day, and I provide value to the market. So if you provide value to me, I provide value to the market. So it's, you can say whatever you want. I'm not even going to read this stuff, man. I'm just going to remove it. Trolls, man. High-risk assets in the summer. Not a good idea. Yeah, agreed. Agreed. I bought Charlie Lee's bags. A break to the downside. No, tickle my ear, Elmo. So likely we come down to the bottom of the pattern. Then the daily suggests that we break this pattern. But right now I'm suggesting that we will come down here the next couple of days. I'd say 24 to 36 hours. I'm looking for a break to the downside for BTC based on the stochastics RSI and the rising wedge that breaks down 68% of the time that we already went over. However, we are oversold now. Okay, extremely. So I'm going to try to make some type of pattern here on the 15 or the 7 minute. I'm trying to do. Let's see what we got here. Messy business here. So all we have right now, in my mind, for market structure is the beginning of an inverted. And it looks like it might even be slanted. I would like to see it get all the way up here, but it looks like it may not. 7 minute kind of holds to where that next zone will be. We have some more movement. Interesting. Value. Shout out to the Crypto Rambler for the $10 super chat. See, he sends $10 for just value, man. For just value. And you don't even know. I could own one Bitcoin, man. You don't even know. Man, I could be broke. You don't know. I could have just gambled all my money away last night. You don't know. I mean, I didn't. But I'm just saying, you don't know how much Bitcoin I have. You have no clue. I could have just... Someone in my family could be dying. I could have spent all my money on some operation. I could be dead broke. You don't know. You don't know. That's why you should never worry about somebody else, because you just don't know. So if you compare yourself to somebody else... Why so many trolls today? Because we're blowing up, man. That's what happens when you blow up. DXY finally showing weakness. Yep. If you need $5, I'll cash app you. Just ask. My man, Finbook, my man. Why do these people have that type of vibe? If the dude bought Bitcoin at 7, he wouldn't be here. Shout out to Subculture Vibes. Yeah, let's get the vibes out, everybody. Let's get the vibes out. Let me shake out the vibes. Let me shake out the bad vibes. Let me get my coat back on. I'm not as hot as I used to be. I think I can rock the coat now. The coat makes me feel better about life. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yeah. Also, the guy who made this coat is Sam, and he's an awesome, awesome, awesome tailor. Shout out to Sam at Wazine Tailors. Babe, get it out. Get it ready. Record. But Wazine Tailors in NYC, man, I'm telling you right now, you will not get a better suit. I've looked at the suits at Macy's. I've looked at the suits at Bloomingdale's, the highest end suits you can get. But Sam Wazine, man, check him out. He will make you the nicest suit in the game. Look at this stuff that he's doing. I'm going to have him make me something nice recently. Just look at that. Made to measure. My man will bang you out. 57th Street West, 57 West 57th Street. I mean, who gets 57 West 57 on the 57? Sam Wazine. He gets you good. Look, he even has my initials in here. SJP, Samuel James Price. Oh, the mic's in there. But I mean, this is a high-end tailored suit. Look, Wazine. Only Wazine, man, is the best. So go to Wazine, 57 West 57 to get a hand-tailored suit. Tell them the Crypto Lifer sent you. Tell them the Crypto Lifer sent you. So an idea that we own an inverted here of the 7-minute, and we could break back into the pattern, is this is just something that's brewing. Also, somewhat of a falling wedge. It's not perfect. It's not pretty, but somewhat of a falling wedge is beginning to form here. Okay? And it is messy, but, you know, TA is messy. Nothing is easy here. So we're trying to work out the bottom here, the temporary bottom. And we're oversold in the 15, the 7. Highly likely you're going to get a bounce here. It's highly likely you're going to get a bounce. Okay? But nothing's guaranteed. Right now, you have now created resistance, though, for yourself at 30,300. So you don't break above 30,300, you can kiss anything that I'm projecting goodbye. I'm just showing you that there's a chance we have an inverted head and shoulder that breaks back to the upside. Okay? Breaks back to the upside. Can you look at VeChain? I made it a lot on the last bull run and back in now. Still think it has great potential. Shout out to Crypto Cash, man. I love you, brother. Thank you for being here on the live. Guy barely sleeps. Dedication. Statistics prove that statistics prove nothing. That's so funny. Jose Crespo, he actually lived in Spanish Harlem for a few years, I think. Yes, I did. Where are you from? You give me Jersey vibes. I need a new suit. All my current ones are from when I was 100 pounds heavier, working for the mortician. Wow, working for the mortician. Love learning. Thank you so much for the hearts. Brooks Brothers suits, very nice. I think this is even better than Brooks Brothers. Just joined the Discord. Can't wait to learn. Can you look at the RSR reserve? RSR, we'll look at reserve rights for sure. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate you. And you did just join. I saw the number went from 472 to 473. We're on our way to 500 people in the lot and in the group, everybody. 500 people and growing every single day. Shout out to each and every one of you for being here. Okay, so V-shaped recovery, and we need to get back above 30,300. You don't break back above 30,300. You're going to roll over here and stay inside this pattern, okay? I do have to heed you that I believe that the 4-hour will be pressing on us. And no matter what we do up there, there's a chance we just do some finagling and we end up to the downside. So the bigger time frame suggests it was time to open up a short. Last night I said to open up a short. If you were in my trading group, around 30,500, 30,006, we were looking at it again. I'm not a financial advisor, can't tell you what to do, but my idea was to short the market. Okay. Anger and negativity is an acid that can do more harm to the vessel in which is stored than anything on which it is poured. Mark Twain. Look at that. Anger and negativity is acid that can do more to the vessel in which it is stored than anything on which it is poured. So, yeah, when you're negative, the first person you hurt is yourself. When you're negative to others, the first person you hurt is yourself. I'm learning that. I learned that the hard way. Super Farm, weekly, and your opinion, if any. Imagine being so negative, you go to random YouTube streams just to spread hate. Sad. Shout out to Easy, man. I love you. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Phantom pump hard, yeah. As they say, sell in February. Don't be in a mortuary. They really don't say that. You're funny, eh? So, likely to the downside on the 4-hour. However, you know, nothing goes up and down. Smaller time frames do have to play out first. The 1 hour is oversold. So, I'm showing you the smaller time frame suggests that the 7-minute is in an inverted and we can break out of a rising wedge. That's basically Bitcoin in a nutshell. I gave you the daily. I gave you the weekly. Like, we went over the 2-week chart. Right? We went over so much. And so if Bitcoin can come down here and hold 29,005, there's a chance it could break all the way back up to 33.8. However, nothing can occur unless Bitcoin breaks above 31,500. That's our next, like, really bearish area, and this area right here at 30,500. So let's see what happens. We're going to watch the 7-minute and the 15 and the 1 hour, and I update my trading group as these play out throughout the day. Shout out to everybody that's here and that got that education. I hope you learned something about Bitcoin. Hope you learned something and you're ready to rock. Crypto Lifer Dark Dude 73 super chatted about BOOKMAP and the liquidity at 28,000. We'll take a look at BOOKMAP for the man. Shout out to each and every one of you. How is the VPVR looking? Don't worry. Be happy every single time. Can you try to pronounce my surname? Yeah, I can do it easily. It's not a challenge to me. That's very easy. That's Mathiolakis. That's Mathiolakis. That's very simple. Stellos Mathiolakis. I mean, dude, I studied language for a long time. I played with words. Dude, Mathiolakis. It's not that hard, dude. It's Greek, dude. What are you speaking Greek to me over here? And I nailed it. Stelios Mathiolakis. I mean, it's simple to me. It's one of the easier names I've ever seen, actually. It's not that hard at all. People are just don't pay attention. And so when they looked at your name, they didn't want to put in the effort. They were like, so they made you think that your name was hard. Your name wasn't hard. People just didn't give a damn. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to each and every one of you for being here. Thank you for being on part of the live. Not bad, my man. And it might be Mathiolakis, but I see Mathiolakis because he got the I in there, Pronounce Wayne. Yeah, I'm in the Discord, but not signed up as I don't know how to pay crypto or Stripe payment. No credit card. You don't have a credit card or you don't know how to pay in crypto. If you're in the Discord and you want to join the Discord, just email cryptolifers@gmail. Email cryptolifers@gmail. Is that hard to figure out? Let me see. Let me double check. I thought that was really simple, but let me see. Let me just double check here. You come in here, join the 99 trading group, and you click this, and it says, ready to change your life, join the most engaging group. There are two ways to join the trading group. Discord, Stripe payment, right? Or crypto direct payment, right? And, you can pay your membership fees directly with crypto, simply email cryptolifers@gmail. So right there, it tells you exactly what to do. I don't know how you couldn't know how to do it. Why is Pomp doing mattress commercials? Hard times, I guess. Pompliano? Is he really doing mattress commercials? Giannis Antetokounmpo is pretty easy too. You're funny, man. I'm in the Discord, but not signed up as I don't know how to pay crypto or Stripe payments. No credit card. If you don't have a credit card, pay in crypto. You can also pay in PayPal if you really like. Just email us. My team will figure out a way to get you in the group, man. We don't want to have you wanting to get in the group and not getting in, Okay, so there's the Bitcoin update done by 1048. I got a feeling for it. Am I making a trade on Bitcoin right now? No, honestly, no. I'm going to wait it out right now and see where it goes. Going to wait it out and see where it goes. That also took a lot of the trades that we had down to the downside. Wasn't the greatest trading day in that move because we got a fake out. I got some news to bring up. Let's talk about the news, everybody. Let's break it down. Actually, I have something really kind of crazy to talk about. Okay. Cointelegraph. I thought I had some, hold on. I had something I wanted to talk about. All right, no. Anyway, moving forward. Let's take a look at this here. Near Protocol picks up slack, onboards Tracer following Terra's downfall. And, someone's going to pick up the slack right now. You see what I'm saying? That money's going to go somewhere. That feeling of wanting to make gains off of DeFi is going to go somewhere. So largest difficulty drop since July 2021. 5 things to know in Bitcoin this week. This is an extraction, everybody. Shout out to everybody here on the live. My name is Samuel James Price, the Crypto Lifer. And today I want to talk about Bitcoin and the difficulty level. A lot of people don't understand Bitcoin and the mining. They get into crypto. They understand blockchain a little bit. They understand how to move coins. They understand, how it's in immutable, something that you can't change for a long periods of time, that it keeps value, keeps a store of value. But they don't really understand the difficulty level for Bitcoin. Now, Bitcoin is made inside of its equation to become more difficult, more people mine it. So when more people mine Bitcoin, it makes it harder and harder to mine because the equation gets harder. The difficulty level goes up. What happens is people that mine at their home with just a few miners, the electricity gets too expensive. They're fighting because the difficulty level gets so high. They're trying. They're using more and more computing power. Eventually, they have to shut off the miners. They can't stay in the game. And what they do is they shut the miners off. It's miner capitulation, basically. The big miners that run giant firms and really can mine hardcore, they can handle the downturn because they're buying in bulk and the energy. So they handle that and they don't stop. And when they keep mining and the difficulty level drops, it gets better for them actually because less and less miners come out. They get more rewards. They keep trucking through. What happens is, as less and less miners leave the network, the difficulty level begins to drop. When the difficulty level begins to drop, it then becomes more advantageous for young miners, new miners, and beginner miners, and smaller miners to jump on back to the mining horse again. And so, because Bitcoin goes up and down in difficulty, what it does is it sheds off the smaller miners, but then keeps going, lets the difficulty drop again. New miners come back in, comes up, difficulty level gets too high, sheds off the miners. And in this cyclic manner, Bitcoin has actually intrinsically created value for itself baked inside of its equation. So Bitcoin is basically made to continuously to go up in the next 10 years based on the difficulty level alone. Right here behind me, you see the largest difficulty level drop since July of 2021. Five things to know in Bitcoin today. So when that Bitcoin level dropped, that's a good sign. A lot of people will jump in and begin to mine Bitcoin. And we could go even a little lower. It does mean that miners have capitulated. A lot of people have left the market. Sometimes it could be a sign for a next leg down. So be careful. But I just want to show you that the difficulty level in Bitcoin really creates its value. It's really a driving force of the cyclic nature of why Bitcoin goes up and down. If you like how I explain this and you like information of this nature, come to my live stream Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 12 p.m., and Saturday and Sunday nights at 8 p.m. I can't wait to see you there. I also have a Discord and a trading group, and I also do one-on-one tutoring and group tutoring. I'd love to have you in one of my sessions. My name is Sam Price, the Crypto Lifer. Have a wonderful day. Crypto is life. Peace. Okay, thank you for sitting through that. But, I mean, that's good information, okay? Ripple CEO reveals he visited the SEC several times before the lawsuit struck. Yeah, he tried everything he could to stop it from happening. Genomics, he said, hey, I'll do what you got. Just explain it to me, everybody. Explain me what the parameters are, and I'll handle them. And they just could never do that for Ripple for whatever reason. And we don't know why, right? We just don't know why. A genomics company explores NFT in hopes of advancing precision medicine. I mean, that'd be pretty crazy, right? And guys, you got to watch Crypto Ready's story here on Cointelegraph. It's really, really well done. It really got to the heart of me. Shout out to Crypto Wendy. I love you. That's an awesome, awesome, awesome little breakdown of your life there. Nice little neat picture. Avalanche nears key breakdown level. That could sink AVAX price by another 65%. I mean, don't read the news, but we'll look at that and we'll see if there's any validity to the TA there. And Ripple CEO reveals he visited the SEC several times before the lawsuit struck. Brad Garlinghouse, the CEO of the cross-border payments company Ripple, spoke during a panel discussion at the World Economic Forum. And he talked about cross-border payments, and he also occupies a role as the member of the company's board of directors at the G20 nations. The overwhelming majority of people working with crypto industry are good actors that want to do right by regulators. But when the rules of the road aren't clear, it's very difficult to manage within that, And that's been the issue with the crypto space. We've been begging for regulation while they tell us we're unregulated. We've been begging for regulation. So there's a chance that the smaller timeframes here, that bearish divergence kicks in. The smaller timeframes oscillate to the downside, and that 4 hour kicks in, and we do not get a bounce. Nothing happens, even though we are oversold on the 1 hour and the 15 minute. There's a chance, and that's why I watch these smaller timeframes. They're going to tell us. If we roll over on that 7 minute, 7 minute wants to roll over. See that? Knock it above resistance and head back down. Looking like we are shedding some pounds here for Bitcoin. Once we break 30K, it's back to 29, 28, and then, levels to watch. And to me, it's pretty obvious to open up a short. Again, rising wedge, you're back at the top of the panel. Down here, 29,600 is the target. Might even get a capitulation wick to 29,003 in that area. So let's jump into the alts. We've had enough time with Bitcoin. Let's jump on into the altcoins. Let's have some fun. Anchor keeps banging on them to the upside no matter what. Anchor finally took a red dot, though. Overbought on all of, you're overbought on many daily timeframes. I looked at this. Requiem had a beautiful blast to the upside. Phantom has been just blaring. And look, we talked about Phantom possibly gaining 147% gains. That's insane. Phantom 3L to the upside. Insanity. Wow. Bang, bang, bang. And that's in a few days. 2 days. Even more, 200% gains for Phantom. Phantom bounces back strong. It's been an iffy market, though. It really has. SUSHI came back hard. I was looking at SUSHI last night. It was in a nice pennant. Even this morning, a lot of coins they were going to blast off. I want to take a look at SUSHI right now, actually. It was one of the first decentralized coins I ever bought. Yeah, see? Sushi was in this pennant. Highly likely to bang, break it out. Interesting. LRC banged on him to the upside. Did that little dip, but would go right to the target. 38% gains. Phantom back at 49, struggling here. However, you know, my thing is this. You got resistance here and here. This is just, to me, this is a quick rally to make some money. Phantom's up 100, damn near 100%. You know, in at 25, you bought the bottom. Sell back at 51, double up, call it a day. But look at your overbought of the 4-hour time frame. Shoulder head, possibly making a right shoulder there too on the stochastics RSI. I don't like to buy when the stochastics are high on the 4-hour. It's not a good look on anything. So yeah, we got the push up. Bitcoin got that little pump. You take a look at what I was looking at last night as well. Kara. I was waiting for that. It was a new coin. Rounded bottoms pay the bills. Then we even had it in this falling wedge here on this smaller time frame. See that? I drew that last night just playing around. Damn. Some days I draw a lot of stuff. I don't post everything I draw because I'm like, I can't just post every single thing that I see. You know? I can't overwhelm. There'll be like 30 things. But I'm sitting here just doing this all night. Just like, and I'm like sitting, I'm like, this looks a little bit, but this could be that, and this could be, and just feeling it out. You know. I found TA sometimes is good too. You got to take a break from it. Like rest the brain 5, 6, 7 hours and give yourself a moment to breathe. You know. That did pump a little bit there. A little bit of a scalp. Didn't hit the measured move, but did get a scalp once we got high on the stochastics. Rounded bottoms, rounded tops on the stochastics are an exit for me. That's where I get out. Everyone says, do you get out of the measured move? I get out when the stochastics tell me it's time to jump. Formation 5, see, unlike everything else, this has more momentum on the 4-hour to go to the upside. It's interesting. Coming down on the 1-hour, though. So unlike, you know, Bitcoin, which is oversold on the 1-hour, this is ready to rock. See, most things are following Bitcoin. The rising wedge breaking to the downside, see? That's why Bitcoin controls all and everything. Nice move, 23% gains there for JSMY. There was nice gains there for Vulcan Forge. We went over that yesterday in the live. Someone asked, can you do Vulcan Forge? I think it was last night. The last minute, they're like, can you do Vulcan Forge? I finally went over it. Chance it could move to the upside. It did 15% gains for Vulcan Forge last night. BLOK had been pumping to the upside, doing some damage. BLOK went up 50%, and it's actually holding levels right there. Let's see, though. A lot of coins are getting rejected at these points. I mean, we had huge pumps before. They just took us to the downside. So, like, look, we had this nice pump here. Everyone thought it was the end of the rally. Oh, we've bottomed. All the coins have bottomed, only to go lower, way lower. So you can get as excited as you want. You can make huge gains. The market can tear it right back from you. So March kind of faked you out there too. And it could be I'm looking at the bigger time frames. We got to get through Bitcoin on the daily time frame. Let's take a look at BOOKMAP here. Here is BOOKMAP. Beautiful people at BOOKMAP have just been so beautiful and nice to me. So let's take a look at this here. And I have a link in the description below to BOOKMAP. You can get discounts that you won't get anywhere else to BOOKMAP through my link. Let's take a look at this here. Liquidity sitting at 30,300. We got a big fat order here for sells at 30,500. So they don't want to let us live here, man. They're trying to press us 30,900. Don't really want us to get back above 31K here. They got some big buy orders in at 29,007, 29,006. It's kind of the lowest I see the liquidity. So we should be getting a bounce off this area if we get dragged. Where's the closer liquidity? We're a little closer to 30,500 than we are to 30,000 even, right? No, 30,000. Yeah, we're right in the middle, actually. Go either way. Let's zoom in and see what they're doing here. Looks like they're trying to drag us to the buy. Sellers should step in and bring us down here to this thing. We got 343 Bitcoins waiting in tote to gobble up right there. So very similar to a VPVR. It's kind of showing you where the market. This is orders. These are real orders, conglomerated. We got Binance Futures, Bybit, and OKX all sitting here, and it's showing us where the orders lie. And this is kind of showing you where Bitcoin's really where it wants to go. It's getting dragged up here to this 30,300 area, slowly but surely. But it's right in the middle between 30,150, 30,340. I believe we're going to get dragged down here to this liquidity bar at 30,150. We don't want to break 30K. You can see they do have a large bar there to give us a bounce, but they are waiting down below. So this is BOOKMAP. It shows you where the whales are hiding out where the biggest orders are and where they want to take us. Highly likely, I believe, you know, if you watch this, they want to press us down into this liquidity box. There's a big order down there. Likely we see that, but nothing's guaranteed. Right now, look, shoulder, head into shoulder. This is like looking at the 1 minute chart, you know. Shout out to the beautiful people at BOOKMAP. Thank you for giving us BOOKMAP every single day. Thank you for reaching out and affiliating with the Crypto Lifers. We really, really appreciate it. I don't affiliate with a lot of different companies. BOOKMAP's one of the few that I do. What's the easiest way to explain what's going on with the chart? I see Jason Casper use it a lot. Loopring ripped. I missed it. Gutted. Understand. Glad PayPal is a better option for you in the future. We'll see you in the trading group, Philip. We'll know who to look for. There you go. Super Chats, VeChain, RSR. Let's take a look at VeChain and RSR. Let's look at our baby VeChain. And VeChain is a blue chip. It's going to follow Bitcoin mainly. All right. Like whatever Bitcoin really does, you're going to see Bitcoin do. I mean, whatever Bitcoin does, you're going to see VeChain do. Like VeChain, in my mind, yeah, it's in the exact same pattern Bitcoin's in, to a T. Broke out a little more, I guess, technically. But this is what happened for VeChain. A symmetrical triangle, broke back to the upside, retested, broke out again. Now it's retesting this zone here. So it's found some support at 333. Interesting, 333. I got into VeChain below 2 cents, rode that thing all the way to 20. VeChain did amazing gains in the market to the upside. Amazing gains. 10.99% gains for VeChain. However, 4 hours pointing to the downside and the 1 hour's overbought. I mean, this is what's worrying. I mean, the 4 hour. This is what's like, I don't open trades up here. Downside. So what could even be happening is, are you in a giant channel? I'm just attempting to be open-minded here. Something like this. This sound is for you. It's like we're at church right now. I appreciate it, but not so much. You know. I appreciate it, but not so much. Let's get back to Vista. Find similar, you know. Yeah. There we go. So I see VeChain at the very least coming back down to the bottom of the pattern here. Remember, this is a rising wedge that breaks down 6 to 8% of the time. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw some more carnage for the market. And VeChain coming all the way back down to a double bottom at 2.5 cents. So just be careful. Just be careful. And look, they're keeping us locked in at 30,300. They're keeping us locked. It looks like they're trying to drag us back to 34 now. 30,004. He did not get that bid filled yet. So that's what I see happening for VeChain. If you just, 4 hour right now to the downside, that will take care of the next 2 days. And from there, we can go, we can reassess the situation. Do you go parabolic and stay up here? Anything is possible. I'm not saying I know what's going to happen, everybody. I'm just showing you the probabilities, the likelihood of the probabilities of what we're seeing. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less. Every single day here on the live. All right. I lose windows, then I try to find the window. And I'm like, where are you, window? I know you're around. Shout out to each and every one of you. We got 400 likes on the live. Thank you so much for the love. I appreciate it. Okay. Dow's up 500 points. Yeah. What was the indicator? How can I get that, please? Thoughts on scalp? The wood is here. Shout out to Digital Woody, man. Appreciate you for coming in. Digging your stream. What's your Discord? The Discord is Crypto Lifer. It's in the link below. I also will pin it in the comment section here. I will pin it in the comment section. If you just go to the live, which I'll try to find here. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to keep it moving. We have alts to go over right now. I'm like stuttering here. We have a bunch of alts to fly through. I want to make sure we get through a bunch of alts. We also have an amazing beginners course that I teach every single week. And honestly, it's getting filled up fast. We have a Saturday course. Only once a month do we have a Saturday course. So jump on in. The Saturday course is amazing. I would jump on into that. Also, tomorrow from 3 to 5, bang, bang, bang. I'm doing this course as well. So tomorrow from 3 to 5, I'm doing the course. $99. I'll give you so much information. Anyone who's jumped in the court, let them know. Tell them, hey, I've taken the course and I really, 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 really benefited from it. Let them know that the $99 is definitely worth it. So let's take a look at RSR. To me, RSI is somewhat blue chip too. It's probably in a rising wedge, just like Bitcoin, doing exactly the same thing that we're talking about. It is. So Everything didn't get above the previous resistance. Wick to it. Was in a bit of like a symmetrical triangle wedge, right? Once it gets a substantial amount of a market cap, it's going to do very similar to Bitcoin. This one had a bigger move, though. RSR hit the exact measured move out the plate to the upside. Look at that. Stochastics were low there, double bottom, and it moved to the upside. RSR. Okay. Now overbought, and you got a falling wedge. So what you want, a rising wedge, sorry. What you want to see is this make a flag here. That's all. Bit of a cup and handle flag, possibly. You know, maybe a falling wedge. This gets a cup. You touch the 21-day moving average, and then you're ready for action. And then boom, 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 you're ready to go. This would have to, in my humble opinion, most likely reset to the downside. I put alerts to the stochastic so I don't have to stare at price action all day long. When this alert hits again, that may be the section. So I project with alerts, 21-day moving average touches price action, and you're ready to move to the upside. That's RSR in a bit of a nutshell there. What was that indicator? How can I get it? I don't know what he's talking about. I have my own indicator that we're working on. All right. Look at this morning. This looks scrumptious to me. AOA. This looks scrumptious to me. Frac shares looks a little different than the rest of the market. See? You want to look for structures that don't look similar to Bitcoin. All right? Those are the coins that may be doing damage today. FXS. And shout out to my elite traders in the group. Elite traders put out vision. Nailed it. So if you're in my trading group, you don't just get me. What do you get? A lot of people are on this. They're like, why pay $99 for a Discord to a guy that has more Bitcoin than me, like that guy said? Because number one, you got to start somewhere. I didn't know what was going on. I got into Bitcoin. It pumped, it dumped. I had no idea what the site. I didn't know anything. I'm going to teach you how to look at Bitcoin dominance. I'm going to teach you how to look at the dollar index. Every morning, you're going to wake up to the proper information. You're going to get the Dow futures given to you. You're going to look the crypto index. You're going to know so much information about the world and how to kind of look the Dow up now, 578 points, pumping hard for the Dow Jones. We suggested the Dow would get a bump back up here today. If you watch our channel on Friday afternoon, we suggested the Dow would get a boom to the upside. I would watch this closely here. Take a look at the 15-minute. If it's extremely low for a pump, it is. Frac shares getting ready for a possible move. 200-day moving average moving through the bottom of the pattern. I like what I'm seeing here. This has all the bells and whistles for my trading style. However, you got Bitcoin. High risk could dump the price at any moment. Trading is high risk at all times. Just everybody all the time. 21% gains possibly coming. 6.4% stop loss for 21%. That's a beautiful 3.36 reward ratio. And you get your stop loss below the 200-day moving average, looping on the 15-minute, lack of bearish momentum, falling volume with falling price. I like what I'm looking at here for FKX. This thing could likely pump to the upside based on the parameters that I'm looking at, based on the probabilities of my indicators. Okay? It's all indicators all the time. No emotions needed at all. That's why I don't trust economic professors. If they knew economics, they wouldn't be academics. Yeah, isn't that? I always thought about that. Look at LRC. It exploded. Loopring tends to do that. Wow, what a massive move for LRC. I mean, it's funny. My measured move was right here, 38% gains. Somehow it hit my measured move. It did loop out of my pattern and go sideways a little bit. Could have redrawn this pattern a little bit. Actually, it felt like it broke out of that pattern, made a new one. How could you have played this? I mean, it was in a shoulder, head and a shoulder there. You see that? Mini inverted. Even that could be like a flag. Not too good, though. Inverted head and shoulders really on the 7-minute was the way to see that. Hard to see, though. That would have been hard to find. I mean, falling wedge in the 7-minute led you to that. It's crazy to see that. But Loopring, the biggest gainer of the day, and Phantom, second biggest gainer of the day. Phantom actually looking really nice on the 7-minute here. See that? It's a bit of a cup and handle here to the upside. Phantom. Mirror Protocol struggling. Sushi pumped. Funny. Bang. Look, they get the stop hunt and then the boom. Something's funny's going on here. I got to look at Bitcoin. Anyone else stream blurry? I'm on the M Pro internet. Nah. Cake been above 21 for a while now. Going for it. 15 in the 1 hour low. Let's take a look at Cake. Pancake swap. Wow, nice bounce there for Cake on the 7-minute. Wow, Cake been hot. Look at Cake bounce hard. Wow, $3. See, there's money to be made in this market if you pay attention. Look at this. 50% gains for Cake. Double bottom right there to the upside. Now it is moving on the 1 hour. If we look at it, I got to make smaller market structure. Wow, this market's weird because you got Bitcoin dominance falling. You got people jumping into alts. You got some mixed signals going on here. There's your little flag to the upside for Cake. 7-minute is a little high. You got rejected. Looks like to make a shoulder head and a right shoulder before it continues to the upside, if it does at all. Bitcoin forming a rising wedge. What's happening to Bitcoin's soul? Phantasma, V-shaped recovery in the 7-minute. That's crazy. The whole market dumped and pumped, you know. So look at Bitcoin's breaking back into the rising wedge like I was showing you, which is very interesting. And now, to me, 50-minute low and the 7-minute is low. When the 50-minute and the 1 hour are low, I play that. So let's go. We can go back to my market structure again. This is crazy. They V-shaped recovered us right back into the pattern. They just liquidated every single short trader in the game. So look, we're about to rise back into this pattern here. Technically, we can almost... this was the pattern here, yeah, that I had. I mean, technically, we're back in. We're back in. Look at this. Yeah, we're back in the pattern. And look, shoulder, head. Can you come up a little bit, make a right shoulder when the 7-minute retest? So a little more movement on the 7-minute to the upside. 7-minute resets, we make a right shoulder. That breaks us out of the rising wedge back to the upside. Pretty insanity. And what you could do is you could get us back into the pennant that we had drawn, and now we're still back in the pennant. See this? We're back in it. When price action leaves the pattern, you just negate like it ever happened. You just delete this. You just say, I never saw that. It's right there where it is again. Bottom of the pattern. Low stochastics on the 1 hour and the 15 pointing to the upside. My trading style says we're back. See, it's funny. My trading style is so I do the same thing over and over again. Like, even when I see the dip, it doesn't make sense to me because I'm like, why are we dipping right now? Because my trading style says you don't dip right now. Like, every single, 90% of the time when the stochastics are low, we get a 1 hour bounce, 1 hour bounce, 1 hour bounce, 1 hour bounce. Like, I could go back in time. 1 hour bounce. Look, shoulder. This is what we're looking for, this inverted head and shoulder with the 1 hour bounce. That's what we want. And that's our head with the shoulder low. See? I cannot believe that V-shaped recovery. They just wetted the shorts. And if you're in my trading group, you have access to seeing this happen live. If you go to Whalebot Rect, right now you're going to see shorts got liquidated. Liquidated shorts. Watch, we're going to head all the way to the most. Look. How is it not liquidated shorts right now on Whalebot Rect? Hold up. Let's take a look here on Telegram. Also, I have another thing I want to talk about here. Let's break it down. This is going to be another extraction. Okay. This is a big deal, everybody, what we're about to do. So stay tuned for this. This is a big, big deal. Okay? Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. 500 people on the live, 427 likes. Can I get the likes up to the watchers? I would greatly, greatly, greatly appreciate it. Okay. My name is Sam Price, Crypto Lifer, and today I want to talk about Luna and Do Kwon. There's been some conspiracies behind what really happened, and we got to talk about it. We got to go over it. So for the next couple of minutes, I want to break down a post that I found on Twitter that is leading to some interesting information. Stick with me here. We're going to break down what happened to Do Kwon. Is there a conspiracy? Did he know something was going to collapse? Is he controlled by people in the shadows? What is happening? Let's take a look. So my name is Sam Price, Crypto Lifer, if you didn't know, if I didn't say it already. But look, in the past 48 hours, I've been contacted by several whistleblowers. These people would like to stay anonymous. I have learned some deeply troubling things, and there's a lot more to come. This is the very beginning. Here's some of what I can tell you. Stable Kwon. I know about the bailout from the jump in May 2021, and I know exactly how much you owe them every month in Luna. Hint, how many zeros in millions. Jump. I know exactly what you did to manipulate retail into losing billions in UST, but especially Luna. I know exactly who controls you behind the scenes, he says to Kanda Karya. I know I know about your Slack group having 14-day retention window. I know about the 30% serum handshake deal with Jump and what you did to retain retail investors after. There is far more that I cannot say, but I know that I know and know that justice is coming, because this time I think you went too far. This time you killed people. Someone has to fight for them. If I go, someone will take my place. This is nothing, just the start. Go time. I already sent all the wallet addresses of the Luna Foundation to the authorities. They never used any of their Bitcoin to save Luna. It was moved around, tumbled. Quan now has a price on his, yikes, I don't even want to say, but this is crazy. And he's back-tested all of the on-chain data. And I'm not saying any of this is guaranteed. We would have to deep dive to verify any of this. But I am showing you some signs that this web gets deeper. This web of lies gets deeper. This terror hole gets deeper. And look, hedge funds plundering crypto projects is fair game. It is illegal. It is legal. It was always stressed by all crypto people that freedom from the government and their ultimate goal. Freedom includes hedge funds as well, and their goal is your money. Do not complain. Funny. But anyway, I just want to kind of bring down, is there some signs? And then there's also that article that suggested that he had, relinquished the company just a few days before it actually had come to the downside. So, there's still, I think we're going to have more, more stuff is going to come out. And we're going to have more information of what really went on here. Follow me on Twitter. If you like this type of stuff, you want to follow me at 5,276 followers. I'd greatly appreciate it. Join my trading group if you want. Link pinned up there. But yeah, I'd greatly appreciate it if you follow me on Twitter and just see what I'm talking about and share, jump on in. What is he saying now? Like, if he hasn't posted in a week, if he's not like, yo, listen, he hasn't with 12 hours. To clarify, as I've noted multiple times, I do not think sending tokens to this address to burn tokens is a good idea. Nothing happens except that you lose your tokens. Want there to be no confusion whatsoever. There you go. Interesting. Already more confusion, people losing more money. That's great, right? That's what you see after a debacle. So, all right, everyone, let's get back into the show. Thank you so much for watching that extraction. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications no matter where you're watching this, on TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, you name it. I am the Crypto Lifer. You can catch me on all different mediums, and I'm here for the crypto space. I love you all. Let's keep it moving. So Bitcoin bounced back into the pattern beautifully. Now you play the pattern as if the pattern never broke. Okay? They stopped everybody out. They got everybody stopped out. Sad, man. And now we're back in the rising wedge that could break up parabolically. Everything is back in order again. It's so insane. Bearish divergence played out, kind of negated now, right? However, it's not all bells and whistles. The 15-minute is coming up, but you're going to kind of probably come to the top of this channel and come back down to the bottom. Just act like you never left the pattern, everybody. Act like you never left the pattern, all right? Doesn't mean it's over. Remember, that 4 hours still looming with bearish tones. That's why I don't trade leverage. Had you traded leverage today, you would have been pounded to the ground. Pounded to the ground with a stop loss. With those stop loss, you might have made it, but not trading with a stop loss is how you lose all your money. So it's a catch-22. You don't use a stop loss, you get rocked. You use a stop loss, you get hit off. And trust me, the only way is to take calculated moves one step at a time. Calculated moves one step at a time. And I tell you what, man, some people say, I keep getting hit by stop losses, so I don't use stop losses anymore. And then that's the one where the Bitcoin takes a huge pounding overnight and they can't recover. So protect capital at all times. There's nothing else you could do. Protect your capital at all times. Cointelegraph. It's funny, man. Cointelegraph is kind of like, has been behind the radar of a lot of nonsense. Reverse candle played out on the 1 hour. Exactly. Look at the 7-minute. We talked about this being a inverted head and shoulder, and we got it, right? I have it drawn on another chart. Was I in Coinbase, USD? Yeah, see? We called this inverted head and shoulder. So we're probably going to make that right shoulder here inside of the pattern now. See? Craziness. But there we had you at hello. The only way to do that is go to a smaller time frame, use your stochastics RSI, and know your patterns. I can teach you this. Most people would have freaked out, but I can teach you this. 37,000 break for reversal. Hourly bullish retest. Yeah. Who says my stops got hit? So I don't use them. Cal Runcer got a land race Congolas cross with a Panama land race in living soil. Very excited for this. Interesting. I don't know what that means, but it sounds awesome. This song's like it's part of the 1980s rom-com. So funny. I couldn't even hear the music. I was just too focused on the charts. Like I'm not even in there. 6-100 for gains. We talked about it, right? Banged on them for 13% gain. So, and we talked about this. Bang, bang, bang. 6-100. And it's funny, I was calling it something different. 6-100 for gains. Shout out to each and every one of you jumping on into the live. 6-100. And there was the, yesterday at 10:30 p.m., we talked about it here on the channel. 6-100. And I put out the call here on the 1 hour. It looked scrumptious to me. Likely to break to the upside. You know, daily was a little high. If we swing back to the 1 hour here and you do a before and after, I love these. I love these. No stop loss got hit in the making of this trade. Yes, it would wick up and wick down, but you still would get the, and it actually never hit the stop loss. 11% gains out of 6-100. So bang, bang, bang. Look, no candle, green candle pump to the upside. 6-100. Okay, Lifer, I don't know if you've ever seen this, but it's a great indicator. On the CME group, you can see what the top dealers are doing with shorts and longs. They nailed it for 2 50% moves now. I don't know what you've seen this, but it's a great indicator on the CME group. You didn't even give us the name of the indicator. What's the name of the indicator, man? On the CME group, he says. Like, what does that mean? Like, sub-gang. I haven't seen USDT hit a solid one since the USDT fiasco. You're such a good commentator, bro. Like an auction market maker. MC Luna at 1.2 billion. I guess they really are lunatics. Market cap of Luna is 1.2 billion, yeah. Breaking, GameStop launches wallet for cryptos and NFT. That's a big deal. That's a big, big deal. For sure. GameStop launches wallets for NFTs and gaming. I mean, that's awesome. It's a huge, huge deal. GameStop unveils crypto NFT wallet. Awesome. GameStop unveils crypto and NFT wallet. Shares jump 3%. I mean, that's a big deal. I love seeing that. They got an, wow. GameStop self-custody Ethereum wallet is available to download from GameStop's website. They're smart. Smart move for GameStop. That was a very good look for them. We're about to plant some babies outside. Find me in the Discord if you ever want to chat. We're living soil farmers too. Veggies, herbs, the whole thing. Cal the Ronster, man. Commitment of a trader and change it to dealers. It's a great indicator of the market. Commitment of the trader and change it to dealers. There you go, Lifer just sent it. Where? I'm having a hard time, man. Sent it to my Discord? Is that you in the Discord? Shout out to all the awesome messages people leave me. Thank you very much. Those messages keep me pumped up every single day. I really, 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 really appreciate it. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. Wow, GameStop. That's big news for GameStop. It really is. AMP volume up 150%, looking for a break above 140. Interesting. Anyone else get in real quick with MLS dropped on KuCoin? Damn, that's deep. If I do K did that, he is dead wrong. Deserves everything. He's coming. I can't stay track. Are you on around the blockchain today, Lifer? No, I don't believe so, unless I got an email asking me. No, I'll be on around the blockchain on Thursday, though. Every Thursday. Calderonster, right on, bro. I'm Emoko in the Discord. Okay, are you on around the... No, always hitting that like no matter what, sending love. Dylan, facts, share peeps. Even with the Discord market on a macro downtrend, I like the bottom... I like button average keeps trending up for your channel. That's bullish divergence. The button average keeps... Thank you very much. I appreciate that. I also offer a MetaMask course. No one offers a MetaMask course. I'm telling you right now. I don't see it anywhere. But I teach you how to use decentralized finance. People are a little more weary of it now. I am even a little more weary. I'm like, come on, guys. You got to do the right thing. 6-100 looks like it's about to pop to the upside. Let's take a look at this. I mean, you got your 1 hour ready to pop. I mean, the whole market's about to do some damage, right? After that movement, they flushed everybody out, and now they're about to pump them up. So, whole market about to make a move to the upside, in my humble opinion. I'd be watching 6-100 for a gain. About to break out right now. Look for this 15-minute. I look for the 15-minute for my entries. If the 15-minute is low, then I'm all over it. You know, 3-to-1 risk-reward ratio is super important to me. Okay. 15-minute already kind of did its thing. To me, it's got to, it probably will break out more and get rejected by this. And then I want to see the retest of either that area or that area before I would jump on in. Labs has been hot. Nice project. I like Labs. Bit of a diamond pattern now, though, that it's in. Diamond is this way, and that way. Says it could break to the downside. Life is beautiful. Don't forget it all. Yep. Ape on the 4-hour looks good. 24-hour looks good. The 2-hour time frame looks good for 6100. You're great on around the blockchain. That's how I found this channel. Thank you for saying that. Appreciate that. It's a link. I've seen it again, mate. It's a link. I've sent it again, mate. Not in the chat. You can't send links in the chat. You're not approved, you know? So I will not get a link in the chat, you know? The Crypto Lifestyle had a former TerraBlock developer a few days ago. Adds to what you mentioned. I appreciate you bringing that up. Yeah, I remember seeing that. I was watching that, actually. That was pretty crazy. Lifer's beginner course is stunning. A calm-focused teacher shares his years of experience, 2+ hours. He teaches TA styles from A to Z, the foundation, and the first step for every lifer. Lifer, I don't know if you've ever seen this, but it's a great indicator. Yeah, I still don't have access to the indicator. That's starting to get on my nerves a little bit. PR trying to break an ascending triangle right now. We'll take a look, Lane Hughes. Shout out to Lane, man. I love you, brother. Sorry, I just DM me on Discord, man. Like, you can't send links into the chat, you know? You could also do it in the 99 if you want, right? Funny. Look at Findora popping to the upside hard last night, making a move. Shout out to my man, Produced the Gains, coming through, man. Let's take a look at Vision. Vision pop for nice gains. Shout out to my elite traders hooking us up with Vision. He had a vision, so to speak. But this is what he was looking at. Low stochastics, right? Everything was looking pretty. Bang to the upside. Shout out to all the lifers that jumped on into Vision. Shout out to my man Rainier for the call. 20% gains out of Vision before and after. Bang, bang, bang. Yo, Rainier, man, I work too hard, and I'm not trying to call you out, but I can't keep track of your before and afters. You got to help me out and do those. You got to do them. You got to at me and say, here's a before and after, and you got to put your before and your after charts. Then I'll send them to the assistant, and he'll make the before and after gains. Because your gains should be included in the gains, man. You know, you're making gains. Like, they should be included here in the gains channel. So please help me do that, man. You gotta stay track of your before and afters. I can't keep track of everything you guys are doing every 5 seconds. I just don't have the bandwidth, you know. We talked about Scallop breaking to the upside. Scallop would bang on them to the upside. Beautiful channel, and it's up about 28% and moving. Scallop. I just DM'd you on Discord, Lifer. Thank you for that, Lane Hughes. Appreciate that. CME Group Tools for traders. Quick strike. Let me see here. The commitment of traders tools provides a comprehensive, highly configurable graphic representation of the CFT's report on market open interest released every Friday afternoon based on the open positions of the preceding Tuesday. Markets are only included 20 or more traders hold positions equal. Markets are included if 20 or more traders hold positions equal to or above the reporting levels established by the CFTC and the respective changes. I don't understand how to use it, man, yet. Like, I'd have to sit there. Like, you don't get how my brain works. Like, I'm in a channeled mode right now. It's hard for me to break out of the channel mode that I'm in at the very moment. I'm channeling right now to do what I'm doing. GLQ, which is Graphlink Protocol, highly likely to make a bit of a move. This is a quiet coin. No one really talks about it a lot. Low volume, but I could see a big move. Lack of bearish momentum here. Pushing on the 15-minute and the 1 hour. That's where I look for precise entries to the upside. Bang, bang, bang. And 8% gains possibly coming out of GLQ. My baby JSMY, to me, it's bearishly retesting. Yeah, I could say, well, let's say it broke back inside the pattern or never left. It just came back down to the bottom of its pattern. But you could say it's trying to bearishly retest too as well. Two schools of thought there. It depends on which one you want to take. Shout out to each and every one of you. Thank you for jumping on in and sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. I'm trying to find the... It's weird. That window should come up. Ah, man. Come on. I can't see the live stream window, which I know is right there somewhere. Did I? No, I didn't close it. Did I close it? Who knows? I got too many. I got Slack open. I got Discord open. I got BOOKMAP open. I got my whole life open. It's insanity. Look, this is about to break out of a flag here. Look, that's a flag. Flags break to the upside. 68% of the chance that you're going to make this measured move. See? This is called scalping on the 15-minute. Stochastics are low, ready to rock. Yeah, 4.5%. You don't make a lot when you scalp with the 15. 1 hour's against you, so that's a quick scalp. And highly likely it may not play out. You never know. Go to resistance here. Call it a day. But stochastics are low, about to get a move. ENS. CRPT getting tight. Low Stokes on the 30. What website do you use to look at the Dow futures? I don't know. I just found it one day. DowFutures.org. Pretty easy. I need a semi cup and handy to the upside. CRPT getting tight. Guys, send in super chats. Let me know where you're at. Bitcoin seems stuck at the mid 30K. Hope it breaks through. Can you look at ETH? Hey, love. I stopped trading altogether. Not been in the group. With my schedule, there's no way to stay on top of things the way the group allows you. Too many things going on at the moment. Love you all. That's the point of the group, though, man. You're just not focused, man. You just don't focus, Rodney. You lack focus, man. I'm sorry to say, but that's what it is. Because you could swing trade here and there. I'm sure he's still stacking his BTC, though. But to me, that's lack of focus, man. Because I'm telling you, I said it the other day. There's a guy who can go fishing an hour a week with his buddy. But he works like 50, 60, 70 hours a week. And there's another guy who works 50, 60, 70 hours a week. And he's always like, I'm too busy. I could never do that. The other guy, what he does is he looks at his calendar, like, you know, he sits down and he spends like an hour on his calendar and he really, really looks at it. And he's like, well, if I did this, and he moves things around and he finds that 2 hours because he focuses, right? So anyone can do anything they want if they focus. You just don't want to do it. You know what I'm saying? You just, right now, things are more important to you than crypto. See, to me, nothing's more important than crypto at the moment. And again, I'm not saying I'm right and you're wrong because you might, like, yeah, for instance, someone might want to hike Mount Everest. That might be more important than crypto at the moment. And they might turn their phone off and they might say, you know what, I've taken a month off. I'm going to go. So I'm not saying you're wrong and I'm right or I'm right. I'm not saying that. I'm just making a statement. Right now, you're choosing to not focus on crypto. You're focused on other things. If you would like to bring crypto into your life, all it would take is some focus and some discipline, you know, and look at your, not saying you're not disciplined because that's being rude, but you know what I mean. I got bit by crypto. Like, I couldn't leave it the way you left it. It would be impossible for me. It's not something that I could do physically, mentally. Like, I'm locked in, you know. I don't know. Cryptarium is showing me that it could roll over here, getting a little bit of a roll. Signs of life here. Kind of a descending triangle. Yeah, falling wedge. Could see it break out. However, look, the 1 hour's pushing to the downside. You'd have to get a flip soon. Lifer, I sent you a second message. When you do eventually take a look, I explained how to get the BTC chart and see the info I was trying to show you. Hope it helps, man. I think you'd be interested. I'll take a look at it on my own at another time, and then if I'm ready, I'll bring it up on the live tomorrow or the next day. Look, this is also getting overbought on the daily, so as well as everyone wants to make these awesome moves in the smaller time frames, you're getting overbought on the daily, right? And I'm not trying to be God sent here today with this freaking ethereal music. Doing this dreamy deep house nonsense. I'm just gonna go in my regular house, my old school. This guy. This is my baby, Funky Socks. You guys know this one. Could be a move out of the upside of Cryptarium, something to watch, possible, but it's just not all the time frames are kind of sitting where I want them to sit. You know, I'd have to wait 7 minutes. Yeah, see 7 minutes high, 50 minutes getting high. I'd wait for the 7 minute to give me a perfect entry on that, but there's a chance this could bust to the upside. Stop losses below previous lows. Okay. Cryptarium. And it's funny, I can't see the stream window. I don't know where I put it. No idea where it ended up.
How has crypto changed my life?
Sorry, that was the windy. Hold on, I got to jump out. Let me grab this window here. I want to see the live stream window. I haven't seen it. I lost it somehow. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. On our way to 27,000 subs. Push us, baby. Push us. It only takes a few more people to get us to 27,000 subs, and we can bang on them to the upside. Man, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love seeing the momentum of the channel. 469 people on the live. 491 likes. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Much appreciated, each and every one of you, for being here. So possible stop loss below these areas, okay? I believe we're going to get a little lower and touch the bottom of the channel there before entry. But Cryptarium has been hot. And with Bitcoin making a move, what happened there? See that? That's a glitch. That's a trading glitch. It happened twice recently. It like shuffles price action down into the MACD, which is crazy to me. And this isn't my favorite trade. All right, I'm not saying it's the greatest trade in the world. Possibly it could make a move. It's worth putting it out there because we may miss it, but you know, to me, it's not the greatest trade. Okay. And again, every single week, Wednesdays from, actually no, Thursdays now. Thursdays from 6:30 to 8:30, I do a weekly screen share. Every single Thursday, that's where we hang out. Life for doing the subscriber numbers in a bear market. Slow clap. Thank you so much for saying that, man. Shout out to Unpaid Mechanic. That's me. I'm capable of doing the TA. I just don't focus 100%. But I still catch the gains, my man. Could you see Harmony 1, please? Thank you. Just 8 life or likes to reach 500. Unbelievable. ENS seems to be following through. I mean, it should. There's a 68% chance that it should, right? So, should be busting out. Yeah, there you go. Moving. Seems to be moving out. And you still have a lot of momentum on the 15-minute, you know. Formation Phi doing the same exact thing. Okay. Formation Phi doing the exact same. The market moves together. A lot of it moves together. So, just got to pick your poison, you know. Anchor still banging on a wreck. Phantom. Wow, see this? I mean, that's in this flag, too. I mean, 15-minute wants to boom up on a lot of different coins. Gains. CTI. All right. Aave, Gas, Atom, Marsh. Doesn't stop. Look, VeChain 3L banged on them on the 15 on the last 45 minutes. Same scenario. You have your falling wedge, you're touching the 21-day moving average, and you're looping up on the stochastics. I mean, MACD's getting a turn. Last 45 minutes, 10% gains. And we talked about it. I actually should have shown that. Didn't think about it. This ERSDL looks like it could be making a bit of a move. Kind of a descending triangle, but... And again, I would trade these 15-minute only. Get to resistance, take 5 to 10% and get out. I try to make 3% a day. That's it. Don't go crazy. Everyone tries to get it all one day. Just try to be here for a long time. That's the key. Longevity. Select a product. It can change it to BTC. All right, I'll go over that in a second. Thank you. FTT, please. Let's take a look at FTT. Look, that's already starting to move. We just talked about it. It's already starting to move. Oh, we went over FTT in depth yesterday, so the TA should still be there. It should be pretty swift and easy to go through this. The FTX token. All right. I remember going over this like in depth yesterday. Okay, so we had the rising wedge. I suggested it would continue to the downside, right? Then we made this falling wedge, and we were up here when I last talked about it. And I suggested, man, we're high on the 4-hour. You're probably going to come down to the bottom of the channel. That would be your entry. We tried to make it to the bottom of the channel. We kind of wicked at support, did a bit of a double bottom there, and broke back up. However, you're getting resisted here, and you're not getting above that zone. It's really, 4 hours overbought right now, and you're about to come down, and you're at this, at this resistance point. So, I don't know. You got to get above this area to remain bullish. See, this is the pattern that you're in right now for FTT. So what I see happening is the 4 hour is going to have to coil up and go sideways again. come back down to the bottom of the pattern or retest this and then move to the other move to the upside. It's quite mind-blowing how accurate the dealers can be with shorting the tops of the market and nailing it. Can backtest it, they rarely miss. Sam is my name. Same as my name. I will see you there. Shout out to Fidel, my man. Lifer spreading the pro tips every time I can. Tree Invest. Shout out to my man. Sushi Swapped has banged. Yeah, Sushi was hot. We went over at the top at the beginning of the channel, right? Why is it doing that? Oh, I forgot my age. Last 15-minute charts. So look, they tried to stop everybody out and then they pumped it. Everything was looking sweet though. 3%, not crazy. That just pumped again. Look, the whole market's ripping. Whole market's ripping. And look, Bitcoin's really back in the pattern, hardcore. Like now it's back in the pattern. However, 50 minutes overbought now. Look for us to come to the bottom of the pattern. It's where all those scalps are going to eventually go up a little more, and then we're going to come down. What you have, so that's the next trade for Bitcoin is this. Look, I'm looking at my Binance chart. Let me take a look at the daily. I'm still really weary of this overbought daily and this overbought 4 hour. All right. It just, as nice as all this is and this fake out was, like, you know. So let me just show you. I'm going to do my last like Bitcoin update. Back inside the pattern, but it just sketchy business. I mean, nice buy up wick. It's so strange when you're overbought on the stochastics, but you're getting bought up. You know, it's just they're very, very conflicting ideas, right? To me, you're bearishly retesting, and you didn't even get back in yet. So I'd be looking for a bearish retest to the downside. So I'm still bearish. I'm still bearish. I would stay in the shorts. I wouldn't leave the shorts. All right. That's my humble opinion. You do whatever makes you happy. I personally wouldn't get out of the shorts. This is going to come up. It does have momentum right now, but it could even just go sideways here. Like there's no, or we could kind of go like, it could be that next rip up. Interesting. This is very interesting. So I'll tell you what, I'm still bearish on the 4 hour right now because, and I'll tell you why. It's simple for me. When the 4 hours overbought, I don't open up trades. Up here, that would have been the worst time to open up a trade. You would have been up here, and look, Bitcoin did all this fun stuff and pumped and dumped. They could be doing the same thing. 2 more pumps coming up on this candle, and then the nasty dump is coming. So, same thing here. They did a huge pump. Look, before every dump, they did a huge pump first, try to suck everybody in. So there should be a green candle first. Look at that insane candle in the 4 hour. Look at the up and down on it. It even got sold off again after the 30,600s. I mean, it's just a mess, you know? So I'm overbought on the 4 hour. If you went over this every single time, right there, perfect short, right there, perfect short, right there, short, right there is short, right there is short, I'm shorting. That's simple. It's simple. I keep it really simple when it comes to how I trade. I'm shorting the 4 hour to the downside. 1 hour, what I do is I wait for the 1 hour to come up here, hit this dotted line, make an alert system, and then I enter the short with the 1 hour, the 15 minute, all overbought, and then the 4 hour dumps on you. It's called conglomerative time trading. I just made that up, but that's what it is. It's conglomerative time trading. I make sure I look at multiple time frames before I get into any trade, and I make sure they kind of sit in a congruent movement together before I make the trade happen. Okay. Shout out to each and every one of you for being here. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for sharing your most precious asset with me and being with me on this live stream. I greatly appreciate it. 518 likes, $55 in chat revenue. Thank you. The title of BitBoy stream right now is scary, right? Currently trading Phantom 3S, Sand 3S, and Matic 3S. I love KuCoin. There you go. Yeah, tricky situation. The power of compounding gains never stops blowing my mind. Bear still lurking. What's good? This is the perfect place to buy if you're looking for a Lambo. That's funny, man. If you pull a fib from the COVID lows, to the all-time high. We're finding support on the golden pocket. Yeah, I went over that last night on the live stream, man. Don't take my own TA on me and put it on me, man. Come on. Like, and then I know you didn't watch my video last night, so then I'm even like, dang, you know, I'm messing with you hard today. It's quite mind-blowing how accurate the dealers can be. It is. It is. They don't play. They don't play. All right, everyone, I'm out of here for the night or for the day. Thank you so much for being here. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications. You can find out when I post my next video. Remember, if you came to the channel, then you're already doing the right thing. I'm getting mixed signals today. I would trade altcoins in the 1 hour and the 1 hour only. All right. However, if you look at every single coin in the game, it is high on the 4 hour at resistance. So I don't care how good the 1 hour looks. Remember, the bigger time frames are suggesting a massive downside is coming. So they're going to hype you up before they dump you down. So remember, green, sell into the green. You open in trades today, guaranteed. Today's the day to take profits from the trade you opened back here when the 4 hour was low. Should be getting out up here. But you do whatever makes you happy. I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I do and say here should be taken as financial advice. Everyone, thank you so much for jumping on into the live. Thank you for the support. Thank you for the love. I'll see you all in the next live stream. If you're trading, don't do anything I wouldn't do. Be safe. Be careful. Don't force it all. And if you need that education, please get it. All right? Nobody does this alone. And I love you all. Thank you so much for supporting me, for being here. I'll be back tomorrow with another live stream at 10 a.m. I'm like a little cloudy today. I don't know what's going on. I'm a little like, I'm not as, something's like stuck in my head, or I don't know what it is. But shout out to each and every one of you. I love you all. Great stream, so focused on the charts. Thanks for another good one, everybody. I think we could have done better. Today, I was like, I'm not as happy with my performance today. I don't know what it is. I feel like I could have done better. I could have done better, you know. Chart boy, not moon boy. All the time, baby. It's Monday. I'll be joining the Lifers team. Shout out to Frenchieverse, man. Can't wait to see you, man. Get Centrum Silver, Lifer. You're funny, brother. Goodbye, broski. Crypto is life. See you, Lifer. You're the man. Make sure to check it out, Lifer. See you. I will. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. Good vibes. Great show. You start stream sneezing so your head could be cloudy. You nailed it. Take a break, bro. You're funny. I'll see you in the Lifer Discord today. All right, everyone. Have a wonderful day. Please comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next live. Be safe. Thank you for all the new people that joined. I really appreciate it. I'm going to work super hard to keep you focused, keep you up to date, and keep you going. And I'll see you on the next live stream. Even my ending today, I just feel funny today. I can't place it. Have a wonderful day. Be safe.